We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Big, strong, 6'5".
No, he
carry you out of a fire.
Character, but he's a little too big. Like, I mean, he's
Hey, we know what you mean.
Zachary.
What? You excited? Oh, she's so nervous. Mom, it's okay. You're a superstar. Just believe in yourself. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 79 of Dropouts. This week, we have the most beautiful woman in the world.
Aww.
Jared on the podcast. Hey. No, this week we have, who are you?
I am Zach's mom.
You're my mom.
That's Miss Thornton.
And that's
Gina.
First of all, you need to change your last name because you're not married to that man anymore. What if you get my last name again? That way we're on there. Anyway, welcome to the podcast, Mom. Are you excited to be here?
I'm super excited.
Oh, she is.
We have to keep it G.
G-rated?
Yes.
Okay, so no swearing, Indy, Jared. Roll some intro music, okay?
Oh, it's after the intro. I don't get that wrong. This is 79 episodes.
Yeah, how do you still not have it right?
I don't know. Like, is it? So it's always after the intro?
Yes.
Okay.
So now.
What's up, B-Words? Welcome back to episode 79 of Dropouts.
All right.
This means best.
Yes, it does.
All right, Mom, let's get straight to it. Why do you think...
Well, first, before you start that, I want to know something else. How come I had so much grief when I was trying to plan this super great Christmas and
Did our guest come with bits?
yes, and
Okay, so
you guys gave me tons of grief on this. Okay,
Wait, hold on. Let me set the precedent. We are at my mother's house. That's why we're not on our set for Christmas, and you have a little beef because you made us wear all these Christmas hats for Christmas, and we weren't happy about it, were we, Mom?
But they kind of go with their personalities.
I would like to say I did not complain once.
You did it, Indy. You look so cute.
So, Indy, you have a unicorn beanie that we had to wear to a restaurant. Which
out in public.
Mine says, "Kiss this." I felt like a creepy uncle. That's why I was a little
with a
against
mistletoe
mine.
on it.
But they sort of all go with your personality. Like, kiss this is sort of like
Okay.
your over-the-top personality.
So if it goes with my personality, why'd I get fruitcake?
That adds up. Jared, the math is there.
Layers to it, and it's also like
it's
soft,
got layers.
and you have sensitive side, but it also has like a lot of depth to it because you have like a lot of qualities and depth to who you are.
And
She is pulling this out of her
and
behind.
The unicorn.
Indie unicorn because that's really popular right now. It's beautiful, and a lot of people like it, and that's who you are right now as well.
Mom, we want to apologize for
super
not wanting to
beautiful.
wear your beanies all publicly.
I just
Speak for yourselves. I put this right on.
Okay, well, first of all, what happened was that, it's 8:00 in the morning and she comes out like a bat out of heck and it's just like, she's like, Jared, good morning, throws a beanie at me and says, you're going to wear this today.
Mom, do you think you were a little rude to Jared about that?
No,
I told you
not
guys
in a
I
rude
had
way.
Plans and you couldn't ruin my plan.
No, okay, it wasn't in a rude way. It was just in
like excited.
It's an abrasive thing. For
I have never
8:00 in
experienced
the
someone
morning.
who has
So much energy.
110% energy right when they wake up.
I do.
Mom, this is you. Right when the pellet, you like, let's experience the day at full volume.
I just go downhill after.
Which I think is really great because none of us are morning. Actually, Jared,
Yeah, I'm a morning person.
You're
but,
the personification of double espresso, and we love that about you. But I do want to ask.
Double
I do want to ask one thing, Mom. Why did you not love me enough for me to come out naturally? Why did you have to make me come out as a C-section?
You came out as a C-section because that big old gigantic head of yours.
Now, can you explain
and
the
it
story?
was an emergency C-section.
probably could have killed you.
So we would have both died if it was in olden times.
Yes, they
So-
even did a measurement of your head and said that neither one of us would have made it. For sure, not me.
So my head was too big to come out down low naturally, as the kids say.
Naturally.
I was a C-section.
And you were it was very difficult to drive home with you because it hurt after the C-section.
Well, I sure hope it wasn't a pleasant experience.
Did you drive home by yourself?
No, I was driving.
No, explain. So did you explain the birthing process? When did the water break? I want to start from the beginning of my life and get all the way through it to where we are now, Mom.
Oh, you're here. That's just the blessing.
No. Let's talk about your birthing experience, please. How was it? Was it beautiful?
Was your labor long?
particularly.
Was your labor long?
It was very long.
How long were you in labor?
I was in labor for like a day.
A whole day?
27 hours.
Was I worth it?
with James
So at
Franco.
times you were very worth it.
You told me throughout my life you wish you had a daughter. Is this still true?
I love you, but I mean, it's
You
fun
just-
to have a girl. But you were like the easiest kid in the whole entire world ever.
Wait, can you tell the story of when I was born and all your friends came in and you asked them?
Well, first of all, I didn't know what I was having because I wanted it to be a surprise.
Gotcha.
You were surprised when you gave birth?
She wanted it to be a surprise and instead it was a disappointment, right, Mom?
No, it wasn't a disappointment. I just really, really, really wanted a girl. And so you were very loopy because they give you lots of meds and stuff when you have an emergency C-section. So I had 5 friends, and every friend told me, I said to the first friend, is it a girl?
So they
They're
each
like,
came in
"No,
one by
it's-"
one?
Or more like, is it a girl? They're like, no, it's a boy. And so didn't like that answer.
Gotcha.
So we did 5 times, and then, but I love you. You were real easy to raise.
That's crazy that you didn't know. So you just had to buy like all neutral stuff for him?
Gosh, it was so long ago, I don't remember.
You didn't know this pain in your behind was coming into the world. You didn't know he was going to be such
Do you still have the C-section scar?
Zachary,
I'm sorry. You're an elementary school counselor,
That's right.
and you want to keep this G-rated. And I apologize for taking it to a place it shouldn't have been taken.
Thank you,
And look at
Zach.
me. That's me growing as a human being. That's good raising right there. Look at you.
look at me.
Oh, she's fuming.
I think all in all, though, you did do a good job raising him.
I appreciate that.
I have a question.
He gets harder as he gets older, though.
Well, that's because he develops a mind of his own, you know?
Stubborn one.
Wait, okay, let's talk about how did you meet his dad?
I was out dancing.
Wait,
and
just right into the mic. Sorry.
We were out dancing, and he saw me, and he sort of pursued a lot.
He approached you.
Yes.
Okay, what do
You
you
guys
hit
are
you
out
with?
dancing? Oh, that's so cute.
That's a surprise guest. Bring in Dad.
Ooh, Joe.
But I would like to talk about a secret war that Zachary and I do have when he comes to visit.
Okay. What's the
No,
secret
guys have
war?
secret war?
This is a hot topic. What is it, Mom?
I don't like it to be the subarctic when I'm living in this house.
Oh, this is gosh. She
Miss
just has the
Gina?
hard-hitting topics.
Miss Gina, their apartment is set to 60 always. It's
No,
freezing.
I hate that because we have to pay for it. I always try to set it back to 72.
Mom, did you really? You just
No, we literally at night, this is what happens with Zach and I. I go to bed with the heater on, and it's like 68.
It's
and
nice.
then I go to sleep, and I'm freezing to death, so I wake up in the
No, I
morning.
feel like I have to do a
wake
spy
up
mission.
and I turn it off, and then when
a
I go back
constant
out,
battle.
it is. It's a
I have
war.
to do a spy mission because I hear you click it and I'm like, okay, she's gonna about 15 seconds, she'll be in bed. And then once you're in bed for 25 seconds, it's too hard for you to get back up again to turn it off, to turn it back
Thanks,
on.
Zach.
So I get up, immediately click, head back to bed, and then we're cold all night, baby. And again, I want to apologize for that, but I also feel like this is my argument. I can only take off so many layers to be not hot, where you guys can put as many layers on to then be warm.
Okay, so it's all about you.
It's not it's not all
Do you know
about me.
in his
I'm a
room,
sweater.
in his room, he keeps his window open and has his box fan blowing cold air, plus another fan.
Yeah. And
He has
it's-
2 fans in
too
his
much.
room at
Wait,
all times.
okay, wait, enough of the thermostat stuff. We got to get to the
I'm
hard
going to
hitting.
tell my children that this was the Cold War.
in this household, it is.
Mom, we got to get to the hard hitting stuff, okay? Let's talk about you raised me in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Correct.
Okay. And then I think you were one of the early adopters of online dating. Like, how did that go? How did we go from living in Las Vegas to living in South Georgia with a town of 1,000 people?
Well, basically, first of all, you went to school at the town of 1,000 people, but we moved to a town of 40,000 people, and we drove into the town of 1,000 people where I
Well, no, but I'm talking about where I went to school was
Right.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was, I guess, a beginner of eHarmony
A
and
pioneer, the Lewis of Clark of eHarmony.
I am Lewis and Clark.
Before
I'm-
eHarmony was a Christian dating site, right?
correct.
Okay, so you met this guy on there, and did he woo you with the first message?
Well, actually, he was a writer, so
Nice.
he did woo me because his writing was incredible, and I don't really want to talk about this.
No. I just want to know how, Mom, this is the interview. How do we move from Las Vegas to South Georgia?
because that's such a jarring
Plane,
transition.
train, and automobile. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mom,
No.
it's not nobody's watching this from.
No, because it's such a jarring transition moving from a city of what, 2 million here in Vegas to
Well, it was a million then, yeah.
yeah, but still, just like moving from a like
It was a very
civilized
big
progressive
transition
city.
for me as well. Like when I wanted time away, I would think I was going, a couple miles away to go run or something, or 10 miles away, and then I would hear later that everyone saw me in town, and it was a little bit hard.
Yeah.
And I did something really bad once as well. So here you can just go into any store and go get like a
We'll
drink.
see.
or
Let's see.
something.
This is my rated G mother. Let's see what really bad was.
Well, in our town, we can just go anywhere to go grab, like, say, if you guys want a Gatorade or something. And so
Billy's
son,
Bob.
I went just to the store, and I didn't know that it was a liquor store. And he ran in really quick to get a Gatorade, and like it was the town, like it blew up.
Oh,
Really?
It made it around town that like the new girl in town was going to a liquor store.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Do you think people thought?
Really?
Do you think people thought you were
And
alcoholic?
I have another story too that a lot of people thought of too, which is completely a joke.
Okay, so here, like, we're from Vegas. Like, you don't drink a lot. If you have one drink, you get sick, right?
Yes.
So obviously you're not an alcoholic. And she's talking about in Vegas, people will just go buy alcohol. It's like a casual thing. But in the South, especially where we lived, it's a very religious place. And if people see you buying alcohol, they automatically like start judging you, like in certain areas.
Well, not. I mean,
I feel like they're big
Can be.
drinkers in the South.
No, I know,
depends
but
on where you are though.
Oh.
Well, this was one funny thing though. So, used to tell
Okay, who are
whenever
they?
someone would ask where he met me, he said, I went to Vegas and I met the first girl that I saw wrapped around a pole. And so,
Mom, were you a stripper?
Which is
Just be honest.
perfect.
no, and what,
For Gina.
yeah, I mean, well, first of all, if you saw a stripper, they were just gorgeous and tall and perfect
Mom,
body.
I
and
think
you
you're.
would know,
I think you're pretty enough to be a stripper.
No,
and I mean
whatever.
that.
And you would know that I am not a stripper.
You can strip right now and pay you. Well, not I
anyway,
wouldn't.
but
Yeah.
his girlfriend, literally about 5 years later, found out that no, I was a school teacher before I was a counselor, and she was saying, "Gina, I honestly thought you were a stripper." So
Oh my gosh.
That's a compliment, though.
I will take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Jared, would you
exactly.
throw dollar bills my mom's way if you saw her?
I would
Gee.
make it.
Mom, you're the one that brought up the
rain.
stripper thing. Don't act like I brought up the stripper thing.
Absolutely
Gee, gee, gee.
monsoon.
Okay, that's all I'm talking.
His
Mom,
life savings on it, actually.
take that as a compliment, okay?
Okay, so next topic.
Dude.
Okay, but what convinced you? So you met this gentleman on eHarmony, and how long did you talk to him? And
Before he proposed.
before he proposed, and you moved to Georgia, and what?
Well, it was a
convinced you
daily.
to-
It was daily communication,
But how,
But, like, how
many
long?
times
Several
did you
times a day.
meet? How many times had you met?
maybe 4 times.
And then you moved to
and then you moved to Georgia.
Because I didn't at the time. I didn't understand why we were leaving.
Right, but it was the greatest place, and you loved it.
Okay, the marriage didn't work out. Let's get that. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
I'm a victim of 2 divorces. Was it?
Okay, Zach.
I'm probably gonna get 3 divorces in my lifetime, and I want you to be at all of them. And I mean that. Okay, I want you to speak at all of them. You're gonna be at more.
Can we talk about your childhood or something?
Yeah, let's talk about
That's
my
what
childhood.
we're doing because this is part of his childhood.
When do you think the happiness started fleeting from my eyes?
Zach.
No, that's a good question actually, because Gina talks all the time. She's like,
You used to be so lovey and affectionate.
Yeah, my son was the most loving son in the entire world, and to get the word "I love you" out of him now is nearly impossible.
No, because I like to show with my actions.
This is how he hugs people now.
I'm a bad hugger. It's something I'm working on. I'll be
you
honest.
were so
I remember when we first met and you like hugged me goodbye. I was like, "What is that?" And he was just like, "What?" I was like, "Don't hug. Don't. If you're gonna hug me, you're gonna hug me correctly, or you're not gonna hug me at all."
I'm a backup squad hugger, and I'll be the first to say that, and I
He's
apologize. No, I'm a
he likes-
patter.
He's
yeah,
a
you
side
like
hug.
to give a little taps.
I think I'm just worried that I make people uncomfortable if I hug them for too long. How long would you like me to hug you for?
3 seconds.
That's a good
that's
amount
a
of
decent time because it's. I feel like once 5 seconds, it's a little lingering. You know what I mean? And I'm a hot person. I don't want to sweat on you.
That's disgusting.
What? Well, not just. Well, Jared, stop reading into things.
But-
This is my mother.
No, well, I'm just talking about sweating on
Okay,
somebody.
sweating
It's
on someone is disgusting.
Not
Gotcha.
anything past that. I think you're reading into
When was the most?
situations.
When is the most you've ever been disappointed of Jared?
Oh God.
I remember. I know
Oh.
what this is.
Was it my birthday, no present, or what was it?
Oh,
shit.
you didn't get my mom a present for
Did
her
you even
birthday.
tell her happy birthday?
No, it was.
yeah, and I don't even think
no.
you said happy birthday.
I forgot to say.
So,
happy
no, no,
The
let's-
present didn't really
I didn't
matter.
think
but the
it was
happy
that.
birthday kind
No,
of.
why do you hate my mom? It's just a quick question for us.
He loves
I
me.
love your mom. Okay, I adore your mom.
Did you have fun at Christmas?
I had a blast, and I
Did
told
we,
you
Did we do it? Yeah, this is awesome.
she loves what's it, affirmations or
Oh, my mom's a big affirmation person.
yeah. No, I told her, I was like, this is the first time in a few years that Christmas has actually felt like Christmas. You know,
That's
Did
quite
we
a
do a
compliment.
ton of stuff?
we did. We did
We
a
went.
lot of fun
I
stuff.
showed you guys the strip, not the other part. And we
You-
went
yeah,
to
you
the
showed us all the strip
Bellagio,
clubs
and
in
we
town.
looked at all the beautiful
Women.
gardens.
Gardens. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys did your very first what?
Oh
Jared?
yeah, we built. I built my very first
I feel
gingerbread
like that's
house.
your first one. It looks really
We
good.
played games.
Honestly, it's a 10 out of 10 Christmas. You did a great job.
Aw,
Or
thank you, honey.
It warms my heart the way you said that. Honestly, I think we're a small family, you and I, Mom, but
A mighty
our hearts
one.
are bigger than the rest. You know what I mean?
We're not the Grinch.
We're not the Grinch.
It's my favorite movie. And I didn't get to watch
if
it.
you were 20 years younger or Jared was 20 years older, do you think you guys could be an item? Because I do want a new dad in my life. Just be honest. Okay, he's a strapping young man. Look at the smile.
Can we go on to something else?
Mom, do you just look?
She's gonna love the game we have prepared.
She actually will. Okay, so we have a little segment for you. It's called Zach Needs a New Dad.
Zach,
Mom, okay. If there's if any of your dads are watching, okay, can you just tell them what you like? Tell the people what you like.
Why not?
Why?
This is good.
This is basically like eHarmony.
but way better.
This is interactive eHarmony. And if you guys want to send in like videos of your dad, like and their traits for my mom,
I think that would be great because if they're willing to film themselves and send them in, clearly,
Mom, I want to learn how to throw a baseball.
When I go back to school.
No, Mom, this isn't bad. We're finding you love.
What if
it's
I'm okay
gotta be
without love right now?
You tell me every day I would love
No, I do not.
a strong, strapping man to hold me at night.
I do not say that.
Okay, well, we do have a game for you to try to find love. If there's any men out there that want to be with my mother, that are nice and loving and go to church.
And yeah,
Athletic?
and look,
Okay, there she goes.
there we go.
Washboard abs. Say what you like, Mom.
she wants
Super
tall.
intelligent?
Oh.
Here's what
Loves
she needs.
dogs?
She needs a love of dogs, athletic, tall,
Religious.
God-fearing.
Yes.
Kissable.
I like kissable is PG.
said-
Is G.
she said-
That's.
We gotta go G.
Yeah, okay, it's G. I can guarantee you it's G.
That's G.
I'm very, very intelligent.
And
Very
And
intelligent.
fun.
Okay, what
fun.
colored
It
eyes?
makes me laugh. I don't care.
How tall?
No.
Above 6
I
foot.
don't want to make anyone feel bad.
What? Okay. So,
Like, are we talking Zach tall? Or are we
well,
talking
okay, that's a little weird because I'm her son. I don't want her to compare me to
Sorry.
the guys she's trying to. All right, Jared, you want to pull up what we got for her
This is. I'm being thrown under the bus
and ran over by it.
like 19 times.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay,
so,
Mom, if you put your attention to the screen, let's find Zach a daddy.
all right.
Oh, I'm
Okay, Mom, would you rather?
Hold on.
You guys, you don't understand. The kids are going to be watching this.
Mom, how is it? This isn't bad. You act like we're slaughtering nations out here. We're playing a simple game of would you rather date this famous.
I want to talk about how much I love my children at school. I love them.
Well, it's very wholesome. We'll get to that right after you pick me a new daddy.
Here we go. Okay. So we have a game of find Zach a new daddy. And so we're going to, you've already kind of given some traits of like who you'd want. You want tall, athletic, God-fearing,
Intelligent.
stuff like that, intelligent.
Funny.
But
Funny.
now,
Oh, and he can get into the in-depth conversations
there we go. Okay.
Thank goodness.
We're learning. So that's more about like his personality, right?
because that's important.
No,
It's-
it is.
it's
So
very
let's
important.
imagine all these guys have those traits. Now we're just basing it off looks.
Now-
we're going to
Okay,
get real
I need
shallow.
my glasses on because I can't see far away.
That is
By the
4
way,
feet
I do
from
have a
you,
funny
but
story. So when I was at school, I wore my new glasses and I thought I was looking pretty fly in them because a little girl tells me all the time how fly I am. So I put them on, and the little kids are like, because I have to do lunchroom duty every day for kinders, and so they raise their hand. I'm like, yes, baby. They're like, Miss Thornton, I love your glasses, and I'm like, yeah, in my head, yep, they look pretty good. And then
and then
the second thing they say is, you look just like my grandma. So I can only hope she looks like Goldie Hawn.
that's it's endearing, you
Miss
know.
Dina, there's only one correct answer between these two.
There
Okay,
is.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Do you want Robert Downey Jr. or do you want Hugh Jackman?
Oh, they're both so cute.
The Australian? Come on.
Okay, Australian, right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I feel
Swipe
like
right, or whatever
Indy,
you
you
say, I
might
don't
be a
know.
little biased to that, but
Potentially, but that's
But
fine.
okay.
the
So
look
I'm
of-
gonna move him over. All right, we're gonna get rid of Robert Downey Jr. Next, we have Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Bradley Cooper all the way.
All
Oh,
right.
wow.
Wow. All right. Move
Yeah,
Slide
on.
that's
off your
fair.
chair.
That is fair.
Okay.
Bye, Hugh Jackman.
Okay,
Next,
wait,
we have Brad Pitt.
wait, before you go on, what was it about Bradley Cooper that just really got those loins moving?
Zach, you cannot say that.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, I promise.
Say something else. Like
I promise
what,
this
what,
is
what
all
excited
G-rated.
you?
What excited you about Bradley Cooper?
What part of G don't you get? This is a tough one because they're both intelligent.
Okay, but like what in that last one with between Hugh Jackman and Bradley Cooper, what made you pick Bradley Cooper over Hugh Jackman?
He just seems really intelligent to me, and I like just when you read about him, his character's really strong. And I mean, come on, he's hot.
There we go.
Okay, so out of these two, Brad Pitt, Bradley Cooper, the Brads. The Brad squared. Can't take them both home. Tell you that much.
that's
Pick
a great
one.
one.
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good choice.
Wow.
See you later,
Sorry,
Brad Pitt.
I think
Sorry,
that's a good
Brad
choice,
Pitt, but
Miss
you
Dina.
are
I do.
pretty, like, he's definitely, that's like only a hot second away.
All right. Bradley Cooper and Denzel Washington.
Ooh, Denzel's one of my favorites ever in life.
Okay.
And he's hot too. And he's super smart. But look at baby blue eyes over there.
I feel like you could have some really in-depth conversations with
I know. And look at his
Denzel
lips.
right
Which one do you
there.
think would be a better father figure? Like I said, this is also about me.
Denzel. But I'm going to still go with Bradley because I don't know.
I'm going to say this. Bradley is a tennis player.
Oh. That's
Oh.
really good. Oh, yeah. Tennis player, too.
Athletic.
Well, sometimes you fight with the person you play tennis with.
You could play tennis with him.
AKA you and Zach this morning.
But
All
that's
right.
a hard one, though, because he's like one of my all-time favorites.
He knows how to smack it around. Which one do you want?
Oh, I think she's sticking with Bradley.
Yeah.
Sticking with Bradley?
Okay. All right. This next one.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Okay, what's
Okay,
wrong with
but-
Jared?
His age and
Mom,
he's my son. Come on.
Jared, would you be a
Jared,
good dad to me?
swipe.
Yeah,
Get rid
I
of
would.
you.
I would teach you how to throw a baseball right now, this
Mom.
second.
Okay, would you treat my mom well?
Okay, would
Oh,
you
of course.
Where would you
move
take
it.
her on a date?
Move it.
Where would you take her on a date?
I would take her to. I would fly her back out to L.A. Okay.
Ooh.
And then
I want to go to LA, go to the mountains.
okay, hold on.
I want to go to a river.
Just hear me out. Hear me out. It's kind of in the mountains a little bit. I mean, it's on the coast.
Hey, Jared, come
We're gonna
on.
go.
It's you.
We're gonna go to
Swipe.
Malibu.
Swipe.
We're gonna go to Malibu.
No,
I'm gonna
I-
take you to
Listen to the date. It sounds
I'm
Maestro's.
going to go to
Beautiful.
Malibu. There's too many people.
Maestros? Masters.
Mastro's, whatever. I don't know. Isn't it MAE something? I don't know.
She doesn't want to be seen with you, is what she's saying.
What?
I love you as a son. That's kind of gross.
Listen, I just had to shoot my shot. All right. Next one, George Clooney.
Ooh,
I
George
love
Clooney,
George
Mom.
Clooney.
Bradley Cooper.
Wow.
He's well, they're both taken, so I can't like
Mom,
either one
okay,
of them.
just imagine they're
Hey.
single.
Well, I will.
You
give
also
it,
don't know them. This isn't. They're not going to walk in the door. Whoever you pick. We got all the guys lined outside. It's like Brad, go home.
Sorry,
Cooper,
George.
stay.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, you don't want the silver fox.
No, he's awesome, but all I can think of is him and his wife, and it's just not good for my head.
Okay.
okay.
He's single in this scenario.
He's single in this scenario.
But he'd like,
Look at those soft lips, Mom.
look at Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. All right. We have Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Big, strong, 6'5".
No, he
Carry you
love
out of a
his
fire.
character, but he's a little too big. Like, I mean, he's
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, we know what you mean.
Zachary.
What? It's not bad.
All right, fine. Dwayne's too big. And you know what? I get that. There's a reason he's
that's
called
a
The
whole
Rock.
thing.
Yeah.
You know?
But
All right.
character, what? Oh,
Now we have a lot of people might not know him. We have Cliff
Oh.
Kingsbury,
Oh.
who is the
Oh,
Arizona
I love
Cardinals
him.
head coach.
Look at his.
My mom saw him on the TV the other day and almost had a palpitation. So
But he has I mean, obviously.
they
all
all
have
this scenario. Find your love, Mom. I need a dad. I need a dad.
That is a hot
Sorry,
tie
Scotty.
right there.
Okay, pick him.
I can't.
You can't.
Wait,
You gotta
who?
pick one.
Pick
I
one.
can't.
You can't have both. You greedy.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind two dads though, because then we could
Does
both
the
have
guy
one.
in the right play tennis?
No, he's a football coach.
I know, but he could play tennis on the
Sure.
side.
He plays tennis. Let's just even the playing field.
He doesn't have a wife and he plays tennis. Gee, oof.
Stop.
I'm not doing anything.
Doing it.
I don't know how I turned out the way that I am with her being the most wholesome person to ever exist.
That's really what I want to get into.
Existed. Okay, I don't know.
Mom,
I need
okay,
to
that's-
even draw.
no, you can't have
you
both.
can't have
I fell in love with him last night. This is a new love.
Whoa.
Bradley Cooper's like a long love.
So Bradley,
So
right?
you got to go with your long love then.
No, the new flame, it really sparked your interest.
Bradley might have jilted me.
Okay,
You
which
might
one?
have
Which
what?
one? Just pick. We got a lot more guys to go through.
Okay,
Do, 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 do.
I don't know.
I like the hard
Jared, just pick one for me because I can't.
We're gonna go with Cliff. Why
Okay.
not? You know.
How do you feel about that choice, Mom? Now
I
the
don't know. Oh, Bradley. I'm sorry.
see you, beautiful Brad.
So okay, Bradley gone. All right.
oh,
next
you
we
like your
have
choice though?
Ricky Martin.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
that
instant
was
no.
No,
What's-
he's hotter than hot, but
too young.
no, just look at the guy is so fit on the left.
I'm sure Ricky Martin is
Ricky
fit
Martin's
too,
eyes though are gorgeous, and I like the beard too.
and he can sing to you.
Mom, have you ever been sang to?
But he doesn't feel like he could play a good round of tennis.
No, I mean he is. Okay, next.
Just keep doing that. Sorry, the XLR cable's loose on her, so I could hear it just keep cutting in and out. Okay.
I will give Ricky Martin some really. He is very.
Okay, so not Ricky Martin.
No.
All right. How about this guy?
Oh, turn it. Get rid of
That's
it.
my dad.
Whoa.
There's no chance we could get back together with him, Mom.
But was that
And be
around
a
the
family
time?
again?
Tina, was that around the time that you guys got together?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So
He's
you
a
got
good-looking guy.
you got with Maverick from Top Gun.
That's what Zach looks
That is a good
very much.
picture of
Yeah,
my
Zachary
dad.
looks just like his dad.
You look just like him.
But you're creative like me.
Okay, Mom, we're not saying.
We're not saying.
Mom, I chose to live with you. That should be enough.
Okay, and next.
So we're not going with Zach's dad.
No.
Okay. All right.
Who's that?
Christian Bale.
No.
No.
Wow. All right.
Creeps
well,
me out a little.
I guess your boo thing.
I don't really know.
That's your boo
is
thing.
No,
Cliff
even-
Kingsbury.
I don't know. You got to put Bradley Cooper back up there. That guy is.
Uh-oh.
All right. Hold on. Putting Bradley back up there. Oh,
Oh,
wrong
that's
Brad.
Brad. Wrong
Goodbye,
Brad.
I put Brad. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's just keep. You get a
You
couple
can't-
choices.
You can't have both.
Well, from what I understand, I don't do this, but my friends that do, you swipe and you can have a couple.
What?
Whoa.
No, not like
Who
that.
are your friends?
No, I mean, you
No,
can, and then you decide
she's
which
been
one
on
you
that
like.
app.
Let me guess. Their
John's on.
favorite toy at a park is a swing, huh?
Zach.
No,
Mom, we have not said anything that bad. I've got to reiterate. Everyone knows you're. Wait, Mom, you're very
Okay, so I'm
wholesome.
gonna go right.
Okay.
Because
So you are going with Cliff.
only because yeah, but here's the deal though.
What's the deal?
This is all pretend because obviously
Obviously
he
it's
would never
pretend.
pick me. And
No,
second
whoa.
on his girl.
Hey.
No,
You-
no,
you
no,
are a
I don't
catch.
like that negative
His-
self-talk.
No. His he has a golfer girlfriend and she's gorgeous.
That's great. He's single in this scenario.
Okay, whatever. I mean, we're okay, but I don't. Okay.
All right. Cliff
I feel guilty.
is the big.
Why do you feel guilty?
This is
'Cause he-
a hypothetical scenario.
He is not going to be watching this.
Okay, good because I don't want his.
And what if
I
he
Do
mean,
you think we know the head coach of the Cardinals?
I
He will
wish.
not be.
And what if he leaves his wife for you? Wouldn't that be great?
Okay, Zachary, he did. First of all, don't say that. It stresses me out.
Mom, I know, but you gotta understand this is all fallacy, as the kids say.
Okay, anyway.
Well, that was a
But
fun
obviously,
game.
it would have to be someone older because I'm 54 and he's very young.
He's 42, I think.
Well, I have to. That's too young.
That's too young.
Yes.
Okay, Mom, I don't know why you're so stressed out about the game. Again, hypothetical. I think
know,
all these
but-
guys are gonna take it real well. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is stressed that he didn't pick him, and I don't think this man's wife is worried that you're gonna steal him. I think we all had fun here. I know you're a little stressed out.
I know because it's not. Okay.
I had a good time. Do you have a good time?
I had a ball, honestly. Pun intended.
Sorry, we had technical
That was pretty good,
difficulties
Indy.
on this.
On my mic.
Yeah, on the.
On my mic. So we're just gonna be sharing it.
What is your
I like Jared's personal space.
What's your favorite memory with me as a child?
This is a good question.
Nice.
Well, it's not necessarily a favorite one,
The
but it's.
dead air there.
Gosh, Zach, you're just such a good little guy. Like you went everywhere with me. You never. Well, the only
Again,
time-
single mom kind of had to.
the
It's all
only.
right.
No, you were really a good boy. Like the only time you ever cried is when I tried to go shopping. It was like you were the perfect kid, and then I'd enter TJ Maxx and you'd start screaming, and I'd have to leave. Other than that, you were really, really good.
To this day, he still doesn't like to shop. So
I'm not a big shopper.
glad to see that you are a man of conviction and character.
I loved when you were little because you were so affectionate, but you were really, really fun in high school too.
Okay, hold on. Where's my phone?
It's under your leg.
I had a couple things written
It's
down.
under your leg. Under your leg. There you go.
I have funny stories too, like when you and Skylar would say you have to get crunk or whatever you said in order to.
But I don't know if I used the word Skylar and I
What?
have to get crunk.
Well, when you were going
Scotland
to a big
farted.
tennis match, you guys would play like your.
Mom, you can't.
Music?
It's so lame. You just said that I used to say, "Hold on, Mom, let me put on my crunk music as
Or
I go to a
something
tennis
like that
match."
because you were trying to get like really excited.
It's already hard enough to
or
get women,
built
Mom.
up.
You just told
You were
people
super
I listen to
excited
rap
get built
music
up,
going to
and
a tennis
but I
match.
remember my rules.
What was your rules?
My rules were this: if the music that you listened to had any cuss words in it, any derogatory things about women, I didn't like anything foul against any race or anything like that. Or nothing like that.
Well, I didn't listen to any music that was foul against any race, Mom. It was Lil Wayne, and he was just rapping.
It was Lil Wayne, the Carter 3.
I heard a story that if you ever heard a cuss word or anything bad in the song, you'd eject the CD and throw it out the.
Yeah, throw it out the window. So Skylar was really good at like the fast forward button. So what he would do is literally he would have his button. He's like, Miss Gina, this is our song. And then he would just basically we didn't listen to the song because
anytime we've explained this on the podcast before. We would listen to Lil Wayne a lot, and he raps with explicit language, which we don't like because we're G-rated, right, Mom? And anytime that there were a cuss word would be on, Skylar and I on the dial, we would turn it down really quick so you didn't hear that cuss word. And if you heard one cuss word, what would you do?
then I would open up the sunroof and I would push that button.
And
Throw it out the window.
You throw the CD out the window.
Yes.
But is that
But Skylar was really
But
good
is
at,
that
like-
littering? So are you helping or hurting?
Well, I am helping your ears.
Okay, but you're hurting the
But
environment.
hurting the planet.
You just got
Who knows? I didn't go back and pick them all up.
I can assume.
you just got canceled.
How many times did that actually happen?
Probably not. They knew.
Oh wait, okay. Oh,
They knew my rules, so not often.
And
Probably
every-
4 times?
okay, that's a lot
The
of CDs.
fact
You're not
that it
expensive.
happened 4 times.
Maybe not 4, but
No,
somewhere.
I want to talk about. Can we just talk about the Christmas decoration that you put up every year?
No.
That's funny.
What's the Christmas decoration?
Well, I do it.
So funny, Miss Gina.
Okay, well, the reason I do it is because you are humorous.
Can I go
and-
get it?
No, we wanted to show it on camera.
No, but it.
Well, we can show it. Okay, anyway, can I explain what it is? So basically,
You're going to anyway.
there is a Christmas decoration that has a bunch of hearts on it. And my name isn't a heart, your name isn't a heart. And every time my mom got remarried,
Hey, it sounds like it was 900 times. Zachary, my kids are watching this.
Oh my gosh.
she would paint over the guy's name who was in the other heart. And then just,
I did not paint over. I just wrote over it just to be funny, and I keep it
So-
up every year because this is what I get.
So
and I
my
think it's
dad's name was on it
hysterical.
originally. And then you wrote the next guy's name over it.
Zachary.
Mom, what?
You're allowed to get remarried. You're allowed to do that.
I'm not saying that's a
I
bad
know because
thing.
then I can rewrite it on there again.
I feel so cultured with the amount of male experience
my
that I've had.
Goodness.
I'm just
next.
okay. I'm saying it was funny that you would write over the new guy's name.
It's just really
and,
funny.
and now she still puts it up in the house.
You can still.
I know I did it on purpose because
can
it's
still kind of
pissy.
see
It
the
gives
names
me crud
underneath
every
it.
year,
It's
and
hilarious.
it's hysterical.
I give you crud. She won't even say crap. Like that's too much of a cuss word.
Well, I won't say anything.
oh my god.
When I drive, my mouth
Oh.
is not pretty.
Or when Kaylee gets in the trash.
So you say cuss words sometimes, Mom?
Zachary.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Gina, I need to explain this story.
Mom, you're
so wholesome. That
I am not that wholesome.
Miss Gina, yes, you
no,
are.
I am
You
not.
literally just said crud instead of crap. You're wholesome.
You came home one time, and I remember there was a story about this woman or man cutting you off or something. And you went up to the car. You went up to the car and spoke to them, and you said, "Indiana." I almost said her bad word, but you know what? I didn't. I was like, "Did you?" She goes, I almost called them a B word, and I bet you didn't actually mean. I think you actually just said B word. Like I don't think you
Like,
actually.
I think you were
said
about
the
to be like,
word.
you B word instead of the actual
Okay,
word.
Zachary.
She's just a
I'm
really
not
big
that
Dropouts
wholesome.
fan.
I
No,
mean,
okay,
but-
no. This is my funniest story of you being wholesome. So my mom
Oh,
plays.
please tell me. Yes, this is the
My
tennis
mom,
story.
my mom plays middle-aged tennis
Hey,
with
middle
women.
This is By the way, I watched you play this morning. You were really, really good.
I appreciate that, but
No.
it was
I
not
know
good
that you
today.
felt like you were having an off day, but coming from somebody that has only been playing for a month or two, very good.
Oh, I appreciate
Okay,
that.
so my mom plays tennis for this middle-aged women's tennis league, and you were.
middle age, Zachary, you could be 18 or older.
I apologize. This women's tennis league, and there was a lady, and she was calling things out that you didn't think were out, and
Several times.
This wasn't her. This wasn't her first offense. She made a bad call, and you had enough
a
at
lot
this
of
point.
times. Tons of times.
And you were so angry that you pointed your finger at her and you said, "Flip you." And said it's not even you wouldn't even say frick. You said flip you.
Hey,
and
Zachary.
Mom, that's
You
not
said
bad.
flip.
You said flip.
That's not bad.
No, I know it's not bad.
And then-
I just,
and then the woman-
I don't want to be painted as that wholesome because if anyone was in the car with me by myself when I'm driving to Las
if
Vegas,
anyone was in the car with
And then-
me by myself,
it's not pretty.
And then the woman, she went, and then you were like, yeah, flip you.
I didn't say it twice.
Oh, so sorry. You were so wholesome. You only said it once.
Zachary.
amazing that she said.
Oh no, she was taken back, and then you came back and told me you were so proud. You're like, I said flip you, and I didn't give her anything, and I was like, Mom, I'm on her side. You can't actively tell someone while you're in your 50s, flip
Well, she
you.
was like being so nice the whole time, like, "Oh, you make the best calls. You make the best calls. You're the best player ever played, the nicest player ever played." And then when it was in a tiebreaker,
Go off, Mom.
yes, it was in a tie.
Go off. Get her. Go in. What'd you say? Tell me what you said. Say what you just.
tiebreaker, and then all of a sudden, I called a shot that was out, and it was
Uh-huh.
out, and she said no.
And what'd you say?
Stop playing it
You
funny.
said flip you.
You said flip you. You said flip you, Kathy.
Next.
Flip you, Kathy.
Catherine.
I was in.
You can go flip yourself, right, Mom? You got them good. God.
That's gonna be one of our merch pieces. It's gonna
Flip
just
you.
say "flip." What's up, B words? Flip you.
We shouldn't say B words. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want.
B words is.
I know. Go ahead.
Wait, I want to get into our pop culture segment of the podcast. Mom, I talked to you about a little bit about this in the car. So there was this girl named Miley Stewart who in high school, after high school, she would dress up as a famous person.
Right.
And she would put on a wig and go perform on
And I
stages and
love
concerts. Yeah, but nobody at her high school knew she was famous. I want to know what you talk about that. So she was Miley Stewart in her high school. She put on a wig and makeup and was this huge pop star without anyone at school knowing.
I think it's beautiful because I think that two things. I think one is that she could really be who she was authentically.
Yeah,
In both scenarios.
in both scenarios.
And the other thing is, I think that because
But you don't think she was living a double life?
no,
So she had the best of both worlds.
I think that she did what she wanted to do, and I think it's beautiful.
Because nobody's perfect. You got to work it again and again until you get it right.
I think that our lives are a lot of work, and we have to keep working ourselves to improve ourselves.
So do you think, so you don't think it's bad that she kept it from all of high school? Like Miley Stewart,
No,
she kept this lie.
That's her.
She lied to all of high school. She's really this pop star and she lied to her friends and
Okay,
family.
it's the way. No, Zach, that's
Okay.
who she is, and she wanted. We don't know her reasons, and she's not sitting here, and I defend her.
Okay. Have you heard of her music before?
I don't know if you played it. I might have.
Well, no, okay. So Hannah Montana is her stage name, but Miley Stewart is her is her real name.
Okay, I don't.
You haven't heard of Hannah Montana?
Yes, I've heard of Hannah Montana.
That's her.
I still think she should be who she is. I mean,
I brought this up in the car and my mom was like, Miley Stewart should be whoever she wants to be. And she didn't know I was talking about a TV show. And it was the funniest thing that I've ever experienced in my life. What? Okay. Let's move talk. I'm sorry for getting you all flipped up. I do want to say that I have an obsession with Chili's now. And where did that start? That started because of you, because
Absolutely.
that's how you worked your way through college, wasn't it?
Yes, it
You
was.
weren't shaking it on a pole.
No, you
worked
were
at
shaking it
Chili's.
on a
I
pole.
was working hard.
You were working.
I was
hard.
going to school full time, and I
Serving
was
that-
running, and I was also working there.
serving that bottomless chips and salsa.
That's right, and some fajitas and the yummy
Okay,
brownies.
what
Sunday.
were some of the hard things about being a single mother? Let's get into a little deep.
I guess maybe sometimes you don't always get you don't always have like your own free time. You have to kind of do it all yourself. Sometimes you don't have a lot of support.
Do you think that made our bond stronger though?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're really close.
We're really swagging it out, as the kids say.
I don't know that we're swagging.
Hey,
it
hit me
out,
with one
but
of
we're
these.
close. No, Zach.
No, it's a pound.
Give him some nuts.
Oh, she hugged me. So, Captain Wholesome over here.
Zachary.
Why is now calling you wholesome is offensive?
No, but because it sounds like I'm perfect and I'm not perfect, and I don't think that anyone's perfect.
She's humble too.
No,
Wow.
I am not humble.
No, I am not. humble. You know what, Mom? Look in that camera and say the F word then.
No, Zach.
Oh.
Flip.
Rated G.
Okay, that's how I know you're wholesome.
No, I have kids that I have. I really do.
Okay,
believe
wait.
that
Let's talk about your kids. What kids are you talking about?
I am an elementary school counselor, and I absolutely, seriously love my job, and I love my kids, and I really do feel like I have to be an example. I can't be perfect because no one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and speaking of mistakes,
Does
my
everybody have
marriages have
those
been.
days?
Wait, speaking of mistakes, how I was born, right?
Zachary.
Mom, come on. What are they doing over there? They have an aneurysm. Scotty is not like it.
Okay, guys.
No, we were laughing because she's like, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I was like, does everybody have those days?
It's a Hannah Montana
It was
song.
a Hannah Montana.
Way to bring
joke.
it full circle.
No.
Okay, so
Anyway,
you're an elementary school counselor.
I'll tell you the toughest part is when he gets older.
Wait,
no,
you-
I love my job, and I really do feel like I can't be perfect, but I really do feel like you always have to think about who your audience is and who's watching you. And I love these little people, and they mean everything to me.
You always have funny stories from like your elementary school kids and things like that. Do you have any funny stories of like one that comes to the top of your head of like something funny the kids do or have done?
Well, I think some of one really cute one is, so I wear my hair curly because it's easy and this is the way it looks. And one day I made it really straight. And so they all raised their hand. yes, honey. Miss Thornton, what happened to your crazy hair? Like, oh, I love them. And like one little boy only spoke Mandarin last year and all things Tesla. And every day he would ask me to sit by him. And every day I did.
So he
Did he come
from
this
China?
year that I was his best friend.
But did he come? He came straight from China and then knew no English.
Only Tesla. He would do this every single day. You sit, and I would sit with him, and he would say Tesla X, and then he would show me the butterfly wings. And now this year he speaks like perfectly, and of course I love that he speaks his language as well.
He learned English in a year?
Oh yeah, he's an amazing kid, and now he speaks every car known to man.
That's pretty
His fleet
impressive.
wins, always wins.
Okay, so let's talk about the time. Speaking about knowing your audience, Zach asked you to help with a video.
Oh, I do want to talk about this.
Talk about this. Zach.
Remember, I put you in one of my TikToks. Why are you looking at me like that? Mom. Okay, I put my mom in one of my TikToks and it got how many views?
It was a TikTok where you were making a satire of those like college acceptance videos.
I pretended I didn't
talk about this.
I pretended, Mom. No, we're talking about you getting upset about that.
Yeah, but I don't want them to go back and look at it, Zach.
They weren't. It was posted.
It was so long ago.
It was over a year ago. I posted a TikTok where I faked like I got into college, or no, where I didn't get into college, and you were sad for me, and it got how many views? It got like 11 or 12 million views or something, 10 million maybe. Anyway, I thought it was just gonna be a fun
Zach,
video.
I didn't want to talk about this.
Mom, there's nothing bad. We're not talking about the video. We're talking about this. You not wanting to talk about it because we didn't know the video was gonna blow up, and then
Yeah, because he told me no one's gonna watch this, Mom, and I'm like,
because I thought it was like a
okay.
simple joke, and then you thought you destroyed kids' lives.
So it got 11.6 million views. So anyway, the whole thing was Zach acted like he's like, okay, I just got this letter. I'm going to open it right now. And you were behind him being the supportive mother. And then he reads it and you can tell from his face that he doesn't get in. And then it hard cuts to blown out audio of the Harry Potter theme.
And it was a letter from Hogwarts. I didn't get accepted at Hogwarts, and it had a naughty word in it that you didn't like. You could say that on record.
I did not like it, and I begged him, and I even cried for a really long time that he would take it off.
It said a word that wasn't even that bad. We won't say the word. But you thought you ruined children's lives forever. And regardless of the video, I apologize for putting you in the scandalous video, even though it was almost rated G. But everyone at school saw it or something, and that's when you got upset.
Yeah, because you told me, no one's going to see this, Mom. Will you please do this
Mom,
video?
In his defense,
Indiana, no defense for him.
But
the
meaning-
next day, the teachers were coming up to me.
Yeah,
Did
but
you know how popular you are?
Okay, but no one said anything
But he
negative,
didn't
right?
know
Everyone
that at
was
the time
like,
because he wasn't getting many views back then.
Yeah, in his defense, I know you said there's no defense. In his defense, I'm looking at his TikTok and like his average view count around then was about 100,000, right? So then
you are so good that you made me famous.
Yeah.
You made yourself famous.
literally that's
not
one of
famous.
his best, like most viewed videos.
Yes.
Like
Because of how good you did. You should have some admiration. Did one person come up to you and scold you for what you did? Or did you, they were like, that was really funny because you had a great personality and I think you showed the kids.
I think you did a phenomenal job acting as well.
No, that was where the top comments was saying how good of an actress you were. I think you were showing the kids that you were like them and you can relate to them. I don't think you taught them anything bad.
I even showed my parents and my mom complimented your acting.
Before I started doing videos with Zach, I saw the video and I laughed. I thought it was very funny.
Next topic.
Mom.
This whole podcast has been
Next
one
topic.
sentence, next topic.
I don't know how you go throughout life. I feel like anytime she's like, here's a cuss word in public, she's like, la, 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 la.
No, that's not true.
Okay, let's get wholesome. What kind of charities can people donate to?
Oh my goodness, I
There
have
we
the
go.
best one ever. Seriously. It's called Our Journey Incorporated. I'm not kidding. And
Mom,
it's,
we're not thinking you're kidding.
It's in a valley of 1,000 hills, and it's in Kenya, and it has the worst AIDS population.
Okay, and how can people donate to it?
they can go to Our Journey Incorporated.
.org.com.
No, go on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
And then, or go www.ourjourney.com. I mean, incorporated. And you can donate, and it's helping kids. They built a school. They have, these kids are like learning, and they needed clothes because you can't go to school in Africa unless you have the attire to wear. And now these women are like, the moms are sewing. They're helping them like they're giving them animals so that they can make their own food, and they're giving them skills. And these kids, if you saw these kids, you'd want to help
I'm not
them
against
too.
the kids. I'm saying plug
I
the things so we can help
love
them.
Yes, please.
There we go.
please.
Why'd you think I was against the kids?
No, I don't think
I want to
you
help the
were.
charity kids. You looked at me like, Zach hates the kids. And I'm like, no.
No, you actually love kids. You were very, very, very good in high school with children.
Well,
With the you really were, Zachary.
I'm on a
Used to
list.
do a lot
Just
of
kidding.
you used to do a lot of work with like the special needs kids in high school, right?
Well, he did. Well, he had PE with them, and he would come home every single day and talk to me about it. And
Oh yeah,
but we did when you were little, though. I used to take you to the elderly center. And
my mom and I we volunteered a lot as when I was growing up, which was good. Except for I had long hair, and every time we visited the
care center?
the care center, a lot
it's
of
like elderly people with like a lot.
I had longer hair as a little
All
boy
sick
with a
to
high voice,
affliction.
and every single time I walked in the door, like, who's the little girl you brought? And I was like, sick.
But
Named
Zachary,
Zach. No, I'm for the people.
No, I know that.
Okay, good. Anytime I say something, she's like, you hate old people and helping
No,
children.
you are so good with them. They loved you.
No. Okay, so I helped out in middle school and high school with the special ed kids, and there's this little girl with Down syndrome who was my favorite, and I did the school news, and she thought, and they would air it on like the really crappy TVs in everybody's classroom, and she thought I was actually famous.
I know
Like she saw me on the TV, and she found me at recess, or I don't know if you call it recess P or whatever it was, and she came up to me. It's like, can I get your autograph? Can I get? So it was the first autograph I ever signed. I haven't signed an autograph since, obviously, but I thought that was really cool that she thought I was famous, and
I love it.
I came home and told you the story, and
Oh, that's like one of my favorites. You really, he truly. And Zachary's a hoarder, by the way. Just so
where
we all
did
know.
that come from? We're talking about wholesome stuff.
Yes, he is. You will not throw away.
I'm
any-
sentimental.
He will
Super
keep,
sentimental.
He will keep a rubber band.
Yes.
because it's sentimental. If I ever go
Absolutely.
in there, I am atrocious at keeping
Indy,
my.
you gave me the rubber band. It was from a good memory, so I kept it.
I am atrocious at keeping my own stuff clean. I will be the first one to admit that I do not keep my house clean. It's not dirty per se. It's just like unorganized and like there's
That's okay.
messy, right? Zach is a very
Justice, I assume.
you
Gotcha.
is a very clean person. Like he keeps his stuff pretty clean, but he keeps everything.
I'm not a hoarder though. It's just little things. Like I keep every movie
Zach, you
ticket I went to.
Yes.
'Cause I just,
Do you really?
He keeps
Yes.
every single
if
movie.
if it has something attached to it, like when he had a ton of stuff left here when he was in LA, and I had to clean it out just like I did when he moved out of high school, when he moved to college. And oh my goodness gracious, I had to secretly throw some stuff out.
What'd you throw out?
But then he went, Mom, I had to literally do photographs. Mom, that has special memories. I'm like, it's in my garage for 5 years. How special can it be?
That's what my question is. I would like, okay, so one time Zach wasn't feeling too good. He left to go do something, and I decided that I would reorganize his whole closet and like hang everything up, clean everything up, whatever.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I get back and I've got like a pile of stuff, and I just think it's like trash because it's just like old hair ties, maybe like a piece of paper like that's got nothing on it, a couple movie tickets, and I have it in
Birth
a pile.
certificate.
Dude, you sound like Dexter. What the hell?
No, he's got like everything.
Do you
and
think
I'm
it'd be
like,
a
okay,
good-
I'm just gonna throw this out. Is that cool? He goes, no. Shoves it back in a drawer.
Yep.
So deep. And now I just gave up at this point. I completely gave up.
Sorry
Well,
that I
in
love
high
memories.
School, I wanted to clean out your backpack, and there was nothing on this paper.
There was
and he said,
in his
Mom, it
backpack
gives me
now."
comfort.
Can you talk about how you used to go through my phone in high school and
Oh.
how I used to talk to girls?
Oh yeah. Okay. So, So Zachary, you have to be a good mom. You got to check their phones every once in a while to make sure there's no hanky panky going on. So
I did send a lot of pictures of what.
no, he say that. So he did. So I would have to check his phone because that's what good moms do. You check their phones every once in a while when they're not looking.
Whoa!
Was
When I wasn't looking, I thought this was
the
consensual.
Most boring ever in my life. Like girls would just be trying very, very hard to get you pique your interest, and they would be like, "Zach, how are you?" And they'd mention these things. You'd be like, "Fine." Are you
Well, I
doing
wasn't
okay?
rude about it.
Yeah, I mean, no, not rude. Yes, like it was literally so
one-word
boring that I only had
responses.
to check.
Did you
3
consider me a
times.
ladies' man? No. Okay.
I think the ladies wanted you, but you
Yeah,
couldn't
you were
have cared less.
because you were the type of person who, when you liked someone, that was it.
I had blinders on to all the I can't say the word I want, to other women.
Just that you kind of have always just liked one person, and then when you like that one person, you zero in on them. But they talk about boring. That was horrendous. That was
You remember my high school pregnancy
He's
scare?
like reading
He is-
something atrocious in high school that they force you to read, and they talk about a
She knew
description of a
that.
tree for like 9.
he is the same way now, Miss Gina.
Yes.
One word responses.
Yeah, it's
to everything.
Yeah, I'm a recipient of that as well.
Zach's very picky in who he wants to talk to. and give his time and attention towards. So that's understandable.
Do you have any men in your life right now? Just a question, dude. We got to find you a dad by the end of this podcast. Or not you a dad. So sorry.
You have a dad.
You do have a father. Any other memories? High school when I was younger? Anything you got?
Oh, I think this is a good one. Okay, so he had a it was a math teacher, and his very best friend, because it was a small town, his very best friend Skylar, his mom and dad worked in the school, and so Skylar could get away with anything he wanted to, and same thing with Zach. And so they used to ditch their math class all the time. What was it, like calculus or something? So
Calculus, you hear
so
that,
he
Jared?
would go up to Miss Keena White and go, Miss White, is this what Skylar would say? My boy and I were out. So they would go roam around.
I don't know how you thought we talked in high school, but it wasn't like that.
That's exactly what you said. That's what you told me. And then
My boy and I, we out.
that's what Skylar would say. And not only that, he knew that Miss White would keep putting the tests off because Zachary acted like he didn't know what he was doing, which is not true. So she emailed me and said, your son, I think he understands this, but he keeps asking for the test to be put off, and I think that he's kind of playing me a little bit. And I said, yeah, give him an F, and let's move on with it.
Well, first off, I was attracted to her as flirting, so I was flirting hard. Would you be okay if I dated a middle-aged woman? Mom,
What's
it's a
the
question.
oldest you'd be comfortable
You
with
got any
Zach
friends you
dating?
can set me up with?
How old are you? 26?
Oh my gosh. How do you not know?
26, let's see.
She's like
33?
she's like,
33?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7 years older. Not bad. Zach, we got to
Now,
go.
what about 7 years younger? It's just a question.
hard cut. When did I make the switch from a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed human being to someone who resembles someone dead inside?
Because we kind of brought this up a little earlier in the podcast, but like you tell me all the time, you were like, he was such a sweet baby angel to raise, and that
I think
like
I'm still
he was
sweet.
You are still sweet, but like he was so like positive and energetic and lovey dovey, and like. But now he is kind of like he's very closed off, keeps to himself. We always like to say that he's not emotionless, he's just expressionless. So
Here's my theory. You're the most expression-forward person I've ever met in my life. When you're angry, you're 200% angry. When you're happy, you're 200% happy. And I think you stole all of that from me in the umbilical cord. What do you think about that?
I think that's not true.
Oh, I
no,
think
because you definitely had it growing up.
okay. Then when did you steal my happiness?
I never saw
Zach likes to think that it was when you guys moved to Georgia.
It was it was like probably 2 years after we moved to Georgia.
Oh, so
I think it was because I thought I was the only man in your life. Obviously not romantic, Mom. You're my mother. But
Yeah, that was I think that transition could have been a lot better.
I think I was thrown into a new environment, so I had to put up a guard and maybe start joking around to get people to like me.
No, you were always funny. You were funny from the time you were little. You were always cutting. Zachary, you were always funny.
sorry, Scotty's dreaming.
Our
over here,
dog
not
is,
to-
for the audio listeners, our dog is running in her sleep. She
He's
is
running
on the
away from this
couch.
conversation.
Mom,
But-
that was not G-rated.
So you think you had to put up a guard? Do you think there was a little bit of resentment moving to such a drastically different part of the country?
No, I don't think I had any resentment.
No, and I think for me it's twofold because I think it was the greatest thing I ever did for him.
Really? Why is that?
Because he met the greatest friends, the most amazing people live in Georgia. They loved him. They loved me. It was such a good, I think once I got out of the marriage and it was back to being like Zach and I again, but I think that just because it was Zach and I for so long and then going there.
Well, no, I think the reason we were so close in Las Vegas when we lived here is because we had someone else living in the room. So I had to share a room with you because we didn't grow
you
up
were
with
just little though.
we did,
But
we
it was
didn't-
only for like a year.
I know, but we didn't grow up with a lot of money, so we didn't have another room for me. So I think the reason we got so close is 'cause I had to stay in the room with you when I was little, and then when we moved there, I wasn't in the room with
Zachary,
you anymore.
but you were close to me. I mean, okay, this is how close to me he was when he was little. The very first time I let one of the little girls that I taught, and she became older, a teenager, and
was
she
a
was his
baddie,
first.
right?
She was a first babysitter.
Oh, no.
And I brought Amber, and I brought Zachary to my tennis match, the very first time he was ever watched by anybody. I mean, outside of like my dad, maybe. And he
Flex?
cried the entire time. And she could tell you the story. I want my mommy, mom. And I'm on the tennis court trying to play tennis.
Oh, you're a
it was
little mama's
no.
boy.
Everyone, even his dad could not hold him when he was little. He like just
Well, he wasn't there to
little,
do that.
little. Well, when he was done flying and coming home or whatever.
Gotcha.
So
You don't miss my dad even a little bit? Just asking the question. I mean, you guys haven't been apart for that long.
Zachary, we've been apart for a long time. Next.
23 years.
Yeah. Like,
So you think the candle is completely out?
Zachary, it's been in a lot of water. It's been thrown in the ocean. It's sunk. Okay, go ahead.
It'd just be nice to spend Christmas with my mom and my dad in the same room, you know?
Whatever.
A man can dream.
Man
Can't
can
he?
A boy can dream.
A boy can dream.
Oh, see you later, Scotty.
Scotty, come here, baby.
Scotty.
Aw, come here.
Oh,
baby.
big stretch.
Do you want to talk about our broken dog a little bit? Come here.
I think you should talk, just like give some context, because you like to post on your story.
Okay, so we've always rescued dogs since I was little. We still rescue dogs. Like all of ours pretty much have been rescues, right?
Pretty much.
Except for
in some way.
Okay, but your entire life you wanted a purebred German Shepherd.
No, I had a couple, but just by default.
Okay, but we found somebody who was selling some. This is the first dog that we bought. And it was kind of funny because this dog has a condition called megaesophagus.
Correct.
So every time she eats food, she throws up. Isn't that right, Scotty? Yes, you do. And now we have to feed her in a chair. We'll include some pictures and videos where she has to sit upright and sit in the chair for 20 minutes so gravity can help the food go down, because megaesophagus means her throat's so big that the muscles can't move the food down. It gets caught in her throat. She throws up and she could choke on herself and be deceased, unfortunately, unless we sit her in the chair.
Correct.
Personally, I think she's really lucky to have got someone like you, because I don't think people would have been so patient with her, and she probably would have just been put down. So I think that.
Well, I've heard that a lot, that a lot of people do put dogs down that have megaesophagus. And I lost like one of my all-time favorite dogs ever, being ran over, and it about destroyed me.
Wait, what happened with that? Like, how were you just at the park?
Yeah, I was bringing her to the park because I hadn't taken
And this was your other dog named Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn Blue.
So you brought her to the park and let her off the leash. It was a huge park,
which was normal. And
Yeah.
I let her off the leash to play. And there was a couple kids, and kids can sometimes get nervous, even though she was the most loving dog in the world. And she saw a dog that was across the street, and she wanted to go play, and she met her demise because a car hit her. So.
Thank you guys so much.
We just ended there.
Well, I know a way that we could end it.
How can we end it?
I want to say something nice about all of you.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Can I have
Such
two?
a
Can I have
positive
two nice
ending.
things since I'm your son, and they can just have one?
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I do want to say like two other quick things is just from being a counselor's point of view is when I do counsel children, sometimes I think that they don't realize that sometimes you can be lonely, and that's part of life. And that if you can embrace that and realize that doesn't mean depression, because that's something you need help with. But sometimes people get lonely, and I want everyone to know that that can be, normal, and that can be, that's part of life. And the other thing I think people should know too is the best way to overcome, hardships, or to overcome hurts, or to overcome, is to reach out and serve others. Like, do something to help other people, because it takes the focus off of you, and you can spread your love to someone else. So I wanted to share that as well. But
Beautiful.
I really mean that, Zach.
Mom,
That's when I counsel my kids.
that was sincere.
When I counsel my kids, and like I'll do my my glitter girls, or I'll do kids, like my groups or whatever, I always make a serve part of it. Like we'll go in and help the kindergartners, or we'll go and make something for the school, because the minute we take the focus off ourselves, and it feels so amazing, and you're helping somebody else. So, but okay, so I'm going to end it with nice things.
Well, thank you for the wholesome ending. Okay, feel free to say nice things.
Okay, so Jared, I'm really thankful that you came into Zach's life. You bring
Oh, he's gonna cry.
I'm getting ready.
Yeah, you really bring a depth, and you bring a sincerity, and you bring a sensitivity, and you're so loyal, and as a friend, and you're just super talented, and I just want to thank you. I mean, every time anyone in my family knows that you're coming, literally every single person loves you in my family. So I want to just thank you for that.
Except for one.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss Gina.
Oh, look at him, glassy eyes
And
and all.
then Indy, you are you have like a lot of energy, and we have some definite similarities, which is really cool. But I like that whenever you see someone or talk to someone, and it even happened today when we were on the tennis courts, it's like you are so kind to those people. And like it just sort of shines through, and I just love like the smile you give them, and the way you like genuinely. And a lot of my friends have commented on that about you, just like when you meet them or whatever, just that the kindness that you show, and I really do appreciate that. And you do help me around the house, like when I need help or something, you just always get up and help, and I really, really appreciate that. And you have a really good heart, honey, and I've seen you grow a lot, which is such a beautiful thing, but you still remember you have to be who you are, honey. And sometimes being our ages can be tough, but we're always here for you, okay?
I really appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Gina. You're so nice.
Hey, buckle up. I'm buckling up for this one.
And Zach, you have just been, oh, now I'm getting cry. Oh. You've always been like my right hand man. And like, I love what you call me because you usually always call me first or second whenever something really big happens.
Usually first.
And it just makes me feel good because sometimes you can be very frustrating. Just like I can frustrate you, but you always call me and it means, like, you call me every day, almost every day, and it just means the world to me. And when I just see you, like in high school where you poured your heart and soul out to like the kids with the Down syndrome, or you take somebody that has a struggle and it is totally when your heart comes out of you. And it's like, I'm so proud of you when you're like that, and the way you are with Grandpa, and the way you always think of other people, just the smallest little things, remembering birthdays. You remember some things, like when we went to Tracy's the house the other night, and just remembering like some of the memories, or something like you'll remember someone's father if they passed away and you'll remember the date of it, and you bring stuff like that up to people. And it really means a lot. And I know at the end of the day, even though sometimes we struggle and we fight, like, you just have the biggest part of my heart. You have a good heart, honey. And you're super funny and super talented. And I know I don't always laugh at your jokes, but you really are super hysterical. And you have a really beautiful heart. And I'm really proud of you. And you're super talented, honey.
Well, thank you, Mom. And the reason I didn't need much of a father figure growing up is because you did such a good job at filling both roles.
I appreciate that. I love you.
Well, thank you so much for coming on this podcast.
Probably the nicest podcast we've ever done.
Good job at keeping it wholesome. We apologize for bringing up the flip thing. I know that was a struggle for you. I know that was hard. Let's do a little hand hug.
I love you.
Get up and hug your mom.
Well, we can't. Well, I don't know if we can see it.
Side hug.
A side hug. Oh, look at us.
Oh.
Look at the happiness. Well, thank you for coming on. I know you didn't really want to do this. You were a little scared because sometimes we can't be wholesome. And I think we did a good job.
You did.
We danced around the parameters, didn't we?
We danced. We just make sure that when he edits, we dance. You dance very around parameters.
Okay, I'll dance around them.
We
I'll
didn't say
tango
we
around
didn't
those
swear once.
parameters.
Well, you don't really swear.
Well, I don't swear, but these two.
Good job, us.
Oh my gosh,
That is the first podcast.
we can do it. We can do
I love it.
Mind you, I didn't have a microphone in my hand, but
All right. Any last things you want to say? Anything you want to plug? Your socials?
You're so
You want to plug your Facebook?
Oh, I don't let him. No.
You want to plug your
tennis group.
tennis group? Anything
why
you
don't
want?
you plug your charity again?
Oh, yes. Our Journey Incorporated, and it helps the kids in Kenya whose parents, like maybe a little boy or a little girl would be raising their children, like maybe 8 of them because their parents passed away. And it's such a beautiful organization. I would love for you to give. And the lady that started it, its heart is literally pure gold.
Well, nice. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Miss Mom. And you want to say goodbye? We'll see you next time. If you stay to the end, DM me something wholesome. That way I know you stay to the end. Why don't you say goodbye to everybody? Tell everybody to follow Jared.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
No, you can do it.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Dropouts. We wanted to say a late happy holidays. I'm Indiana. That's Jared Bear Music. This is Miss Gina, and this is Zach Justice. So
that's
make sure to go
allegedly.
follow us on Dropouts Pod, and we'll see you guys next week.
Say bye.
Bye.
You're a little swag daddy, Mom. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Depends on how it gets edited.
Oh, nothing we said was bad.